Hi everyone, welcome back. How's your mindfulness practice going? Is it going smoothly? Are you feeling clear about what to do? Are you feeling clear about what not to do? Are you maybe feeling confused about it? Well, in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about some essential points to keep in mind. So, first point is your intention. Now, you may or may not have thought of this before, but your intention as you're meditating isn't to achieve something and it isn't to change anything, even if in the long term your whole motivation to meditate is to soothe your anxiety or to become more aware or to impact your life in one of many ways, which it will impact your life. But if you are in the moment of practice thinking, okay, I'm doing this so that I can become more calm, or I'm doing this so that I can be less anxious, or I'm doing this so that XYZ, if you're thinking about the goal at the end of your process, then you're not actually in the present moment, which is the whole point of the practice. So paradoxically, you need to completely let go of all ideas of what the outcome of your practice will be and resolve to simply be here now with non judgmental awareness and an open heart towards any and everything that can arise, including any kinds of feelings, emotions, thoughts, impulses, visuals, whatever, memories that might appear in your mind body system. To have an attitude of openness and non judgmental awareness. So that's number one, your intention. Number two, your posture. You can meditate in any posture, okay? The Buddha talked about meditating in postures of lying down, sitting, walking, and standing. Or maybe lying down, sitting, standing, and walking. I don't think the order really matters, but those four postures, you can be in one of those three motionless postures, or you could be in movement. Okay, even some meditation communities practice meditation while you're washing your dishes, or meditation as you are mindfully doing your work, and all of that is possible. But in terms of stationary stillness practice to begin with, it's important to have a posture that is relaxed but also alert. So, although you could meditate lying down, I recommend that you start in the seated posture. Now, your seated posture could be in a full lotus, which is great, half lotus, some kind of modification, or you can be sitting in a chair with your feet flat on the ground, or on the edge of your bed, or on a couch, whatever. It doesn't really matter. As long as you are seated in a comfortable position where you can be fully relaxed and that your body can be upright and alert, but not tense, just upright and relaxed, alertness, awake. There's a question of whether your eyes should be open or closed. It doesn't really matter in the long term, but again, to begin with, at least from my perspective, I would recommend that you start off with your eyes slightly open, where you're looking down at the floor in front of you. Your eyes aren't closed because you're not trying to fall asleep. You're not trying to induce a state of relaxation. Okay? We're trying to be awake to this moment. Right? So, with your eyes open, and maybe if you're meditating early in the morning, somehow having your eyes open maybe feels too much effort. So, okay, your eyes closed. That's fine. Most important thing about your posture is that you are comfortable and you're upright and you're alert. Okay? Number three, the object of your attention. So I'm recommending that we start with the sensation of the breath coming out of the nostrils. You can begin with a couple of intentional breaths, breathing in and then breathing out of the mouth. just to relax and regulate your nervous system, but then you're letting go of that intentional breath and letting your breath just move on its own naturally. And you're just observing how the body breathes on its own. You're just noticing that sensation of the air moving in the nostrils and out the nostrils. Maybe you feel it going in the nostrils and down the throat and filling the lungs, and then you're feeling it going back out the same way it came in. You're noticing, especially right here at the entrance of the nose, there's a sensation of the air moving. Maybe it feels kind of like a cold air coming in. Maybe it feels like a warm air coming out. Whatever you're noticing, you are feeling this direct felt sense of the air moving. We're not thinking about the breath. I hear people sometimes talking about, oh, I just don't think about anything, just think about your breath. No, we're not thinking about the breath. Like, oh yeah, the breath is made of air, that's oxygen. Okay, maybe there's some hydrogen, whatever. Not thinking about the breath, we are feeling and experiencing the breath directly, right here, the sensation at the tip of the nose, right? We're using this as your anchor. You're being here with it as it goes in and out. And then, of course, the thoughts come, the feelings start to bubble up, and then you get to be in relationship, which is the fourth essential point. It loops back to the first point, which was your intention, that intention that you set of being present here with non-judgmental awareness. Now, in this fourth aspect of the practice, you are putting it into actual practice, where when things come up, when feelings or thoughts or impulses start to appear in your system, you will notice that some of them are pleasant and some of them are unpleasant. And you may notice that these pleasant sensations and thoughts come along with a subtle attitude of, I want to keep this, I want to hold this, I want to make sure it doesn't go away, I want more of this. Maybe you're feeling relaxed, maybe a sense of relaxation and some bliss starts to unfold, and you get the feeling of, ooh, I want more of this, this is good, I'm doing it right, this is a good meditation session. Okay, don't believe that thought. Just be here with that intention of non-judgmental awareness and have a relationship of non-grasping. Okay? And then on the flip side, maybe you're noticing some sensations or thoughts or impulses that are unpleasant. Maybe some pain, maybe some physical pain in your body. At which point, maybe you want to consider just changing your posture. Maybe you want to stretch a little bit. Maybe you want to move your legs or something. Maybe you want to sit in a different chair or a different posture. Whatever the case may be, alleviate the pain. Don't torture yourself trying to just, tough it out. Alleviate the pain if that's possible. But if not, after adjusting and then there's not much you can do, then practice with noticing this physical sensation. Or it could be a thought or a memory or some kind of emotion that comes up that maybe is not so pleasant. Notice how when that appears, there then is also an attitude of, I don't want this, I don't like this, I reject this. Okay, so that feeling of rejection, you're pushing it away, right? So instead of giving into that, you notice that it's happening and you just decide, I'm going to allow this to be here just the way it is. So whether it's pleasant or unpleasant, we are neither pushing it away nor are we pulling and grasping onto it. Either way, either one of those strategies is a manipulation. Okay, it's a way to try and really it's a way for the ego to survive. It's an evolutionary habit that we have, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's something that we want to bring more awareness to, so that we're no longer reacting to our life, but rather we're responding to life, and we're making conscious choices, intentional living. Okay, and that starts at the very, very subtle level of your relationship to your thoughts and your relationship to your feelings in your body, okay, in your space, right? So, to summarize those 4 essential points: your intention of non-judgmental awareness, your posture is relaxed but upright, okay? We're using the object of meditation as an anchor, using the breath to come back to. When the thoughts pull you away, you come back to that over and over. And then you are having that open relationship of that relationship of openness and non-judgmental awareness, neither pushing nor pulling. Okay, you're living that intention that you set. Okay, this is the expression of that intention. So I hope that was clear. And I know that some of you are more visual in terms of you learn by reading things. So if you'd like, you can check in the description, and there's a link that can lead you to a written guide, more or less saying what I'm saying here, but with a little bit more detail, and it's in written form for you. So if you'd like, go ahead and click that link and get that free mindfulness guide. Okay, until then, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.